Yeah, yeah, yes, Lord. If I were you, I would say yes. Speak to me. Speak, Lord. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me. Oh, speak, Lord. I love you, Lord. When you call me. I'm finna speed it up. And I can't sleep at night. And I wonder why God is trying to tell you something. I can't sleep at night. Oh, and I wonder why. I'm telling you, God is trying to tell you something. Baby, God is trying to tell you something. I hear love. Probably one of the best things that came out the original Color Purple movie. Yeah. That song right there. But anyway. What's up, man? Good morning. 11 o'clock service, Sunday morning worship with Rico. I know I'm not dressed for for church or anything. That's why it's my Sunday morning worship. And my sermon today, before I get to it, I want to let y'all know that, hey, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all over the place. And I want you to like and share. Like, share, and subscribe. Rico the Opinionist is going to be a hot summer for you, boy. I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. And please check out that description box. You know, I'm just giving y'all, oh yes, y'all check out my white beater. Trying to get it together. Still got the challenge going on. I think I got about 2,000 more push-ups, crunches to do, but I'm getting there. Probably a few more than that. Yeah, so don't forget the white beater challenge is still going on. And, we're gonna make it a whole summer thing. We're gonna stay cut up around here. So Mr. Nettles or Yusef, what's up? So, but anyway, I want to talk about something that we've all been noticing, I guess, this last week. That is Mrs. Danae Jackson, Derek Jackson. Y'all know who that is, right? The fallen relationship guru who made millions off of workshops and books and telling women that, hey, baby, he don't like the shape of you're in, and he don't like the way your hair is, and he don't worship the way you do. He's not right for you, girl. And telling black men that we're not measuring up. Oh yeah. The one who got caught with the good friends outside of the marriage, and then busted out again. Wasn't the first time, then a second time. Then reportedly got another woman pregnant who was a doctor in Atlanta, but she had an abortion, reportedly, allegedly. And so yeah, y'all know your relationship guru, ladies. Had y'all just acting a fool. Well, his wife, who we all, everyone viewed her as a long-suffering wife, Danae Jackson. She's been speaking, y'all. She's doing interviews. Now, this is recently this week, but let's say a few months ago, she was out chastising everybody. Stay out of my business. God gonna spike thee, and using Bible verses and trying to go through her, man, it's just weird. Going through her transformation, I guess, and but none of that, and all of the Bible verses, and all of her trying to tell people to get out of her business and stop judging her. I never once heard Danae say, "Hey, I'm in therapy." No, when you go to the Lord instead of therapy, I don't hardly trust you. Because we got trained clinicians out here who can really verbally, emotionally, mentally walk you through your pain and walk you through your troubles. Oh, glory. But you'd just rather take it to the Lord and let the foolishness continue. So, Danae Jackson has been doing interviews, and this one is really popular on this guy. She's doing an interview with this brother who does religious interviews. The most popular one that he has done to date, probably one that built next to this Danae exclusive, is when that cute little comedian chick, Whitney, her wig fell off during the middle of the interview. She said, "Oh yeah, God is a good God. He's a good father. He'll never let you down." All of a sudden, bloop. And she like, "Oh my God." And after she said that, I've been hearing people say it across, just, she started the whole trend of, "Oh my God." And then all of a sudden, it lets you know how religion will leave you real quick. She said, "Nigga." She was trying to reach down in the back of the couch to grab the wig. Oh, pray for me, Father. It was hilarious. Every time I watch it, it's been probably a year since that, close to a year, but every time I watch it, it is hilarious. I think her reaction is what made it so hilarious. But anyway, and while she was going through that, the interviewer, the brother, was laughing as if that he hadn't laughed since he was 10 years old. That man was getting every chuckle, cackle, tickle out of his body. And he was enjoying himself at that moment. So anyway, well, Danae Jackson is doing an interview with him. Well, she's done an interview with him. Very in-depth. She talks about her beginnings as a person growing up and who she was and all of that. But then it got to the part about the marriage. And basically, y'all, when she started talking about the marriage and how she met Derek and how they came to be, and, you know, you start realizing, like, hey, this lady is not a victim. She's not a victim. She's not a long-suffering wife. I know a lot of you, because when you got mad at him for being a wolf in sheep's clothing of relationships, all of a sudden he wasn't nothing. He's a cheater. He's a liar. He's a con artist. He's all of this. First of all, Derek Jackson didn't con anybody out of anything. He didn't. He told you ladies what you wanted to hear, because y'all refuse to listen to people like me who tell you stop allowing your hurt stop allowing your hurt to cause you to lose money. You got all these frustrations, and a lot of it by your own choices that you've made in your life. But it's easy to blame men, especially very easily to blame black men. And so you got Negroes that get into that space that may have made a handsome living off attacking and crapping on black men. Shout out to Steve Harvey. And you got this new fella, Ace Metaphor. You got Tony Gaskins. All these relationship gurus. Who else is out there? Then you just got regular beta male simps who attack men so they can get into women, two parts of a woman, black women. Their purse and then to their punani. That's what they do. And it's a smart it's a smart business strategy. Just shit on black men and you'll become wealthy. Tell women, you don't have to lose weight, girl. You ain't got to change your attitude. You too strong for them. They too weak for you. Just get into that. And you will make a fortune, because all these men are making a killing off their Instagram lives, their YouTube channels. They're selling books. They're having workshops charging $300 or $400. And women are piling up the place to hear how men ain't nothing. Now, from these black relationship gurus, and still 96% of those women still don't have a man. How does that work? But it's very interesting that a man who was telling them the truth to them, who we saw in real time, women getting engagements and pending marriages, they hated his guts. And that man was Kevin Samuels, telling women the truth to themselves. He didn't shit on black men in order to get popular. Kevin Samuels told them the truth, and they hated him But these other little relationship gurus who don't have the IQ of a snail pissing, they were able to get all the money. And no, I'm not hating, I'm not jealous, I'm just saying, ladies, I see you, a lot of us see you. Now, I can flip the script tomorrow and start shitting on black men. And my lifestyle will change, I know, within the next month or two. Because they have to say, what, he's saying that? They have to believe in that. And then, because I have the cadence, I have the personality to do it. I can even be a preacher tomorrow if I want to. Because I have the personality and the cadence and the verbal acrobatical ability. Come on, somebody. To pull it off. But my conscience is not built like that. I don't know how to use people. I can't. And certainly I don't take advantage of people when they're down. A lot of black women are emotionally and mentally down. A lot of people take advantage of you and able to get your body and your books. And so, but anyway, so Derrick Jaxn just followed the Steve Harvey script. And he became wealthy. You know, talk about no relationships and not qualified. Don't tell the truth. And so, all come down to it. She was like, she colluded with Derrick Jaxn. Danae colluded with him. She said that, hey, I knew all the women better than they knew themselves. I used to do profiles of the women. And sexually, she said she participated in some things. Maybe I heard wrong. Just, to keep her husband or to be with him. Now, they called him all this kind of narcissist and all of that. Okay, great. He's a narcissist. He's a con artist. He's a jerk. He's this. But look, but those are the people who win. Those are the people in the black community that win the bulk of the women. Let's go back in history, shall we? You got the good brother who's going to school, going to work. And I'm telling you what I saw when I became of age in the 80s as a teenager. He'll be a decent dude. He don't get in any trouble. If he didn't play sports or if he didn't sell dope, he didn't get the large volume of girls, and he certainly didn't get the fine ones. See, I don't have a problem with Satan. Ooh, hold on a minute, let me back up. I'm about to run out on this street, and he ain't slow up either. And so they don't. They get, I'm talking about the top-notch quality of chicks in our race. The drug dealers, the scammers, the gamblers, the criminal risk takers. They're the ones who get all the women. It's not knocking the hustle. It reminds me of the ambassador of North Memphis. Shout out to Project Pat. Project Pat has a line in his song, Gorilla Pimpin', that talks about how women, it reminds me of how black women now are responding to Derrick Jaxn. He had in the line that says, you hate my fucking guts, but you love in my pimping. And that's what's going on right now with Derrick Jaxn. Right now, they hate his guts, but they still love in his pimping. And Derrick Jaxn did all right. And sure, brothers put him in check and all that, but why? You can't put no black man in check that black women are checking for. Did y'all hear what I just said? You can't. You say what you want to say. When they're in love with him and they want a piece of him, brother, you are just hating. Because there were a lot of prominent brothers that were like, sisters, this dude is a charlatan. He's that. Y'all just mad because he's exposing black men for who they are. Okay, great. And y'all coming with all these wonderful psychological, he was just projecting of the person that he was. All of this shit we tried to tell y'all. But due to the fact that y'all don't respect black men as a core, that's why y'all keep losing. As a group. You keep losing politically. You keep losing socially. And basically these STDs and all these babies out of wedlock, you're losing sexually. You're losing relationship-wise. You're just losing because you will not listen to the man that God assigned to you. Come on, somebody. Hallelujah. You won't get number two, you won't get back into your womanly nature and think as a woman and not as a groupie. You're losing. And so I just want to say, y'all get off of Derrick Jaxn. Y'all have shamed him. You have defamed him. You have lamed him. Maimed him. Come on, somebody. Leave the dude alone. But one thing about it, he'll be able to come back. Because one trick that he hadn't tried was, and if he tries it, he'll be successful. That is to come back as a preacher. I was hearing some rumbling somewhere around social media that may be his next move. And I'm not knocking his hustle. I'm not knocking his hustle. He can come back as a preacher. A lot of wrongdoers come back as preachers. They call them ex-gang members or ex-pimps, ex-convicts out of jail. They all get to come back as preachers and pretty much pick up where they left off. But a brother who obeys the law, goes to college, goes to the military, come out to be something, he almost has to get his social and sexual acceptance or successes outside of the community. Did y'all hear what I just said? A black man, no criminal record, goes to college or has a successful career in the military, becomes a professional, doctor, lawyer, and all of this. I mean, a straight up good dude. He has to get a lot of his social and sexual acceptance and successes outside of our race. A lot of times. Yeah. He's the brother that's labeled corny brothers, like that broad on that morning show, Morning Hustle. Forget her name that quick, because she's not something you want to remember. But yeah. So, Danae Jackson, tell your story. Go and make your money. I don't know if y'all can do the research. But the story of Bunny and Clyde comes to mind. Now, Clyde around there robbing banks. Bunny around there watching the car. She robbing banks with him, shooting that pistol. One thing you never heard. You probably can never read what Bunny badmouth her co-conspirator. Yeah, they both died together. But y'all chicks will do the dirt with the brother, lie, cheat, scam, behave in a sinful way with the brother. And all of a sudden, society's gonna take the man down. So you get to get in a space where you get to be a victim of something. You can't beat it, but yet women make less than 50 cents on a dollar than men do. Y'all still crying about equality. Y'all know damn well that y'all still got the greatest come up in this country, and that's because of your gender. You got a vagina. And if men run in society, they're gonna take other men out first. Because there's some utility in you because you have a vagina. So, y'all, I don't care what y'all do, but I don't want to hear, any more Derrick Jaxn bashing. There's no need for that. He did what he did, and he's going to be able to come back. Now, will I ever connect with that sorry son of a bitch? No. Will I ever sing any praise of that punk-ass dude? No. I just live in reality. And I think a lot of us need to be present in reality. And stop trying to become moral when it's convenient. Be on the right side of right when you've been on the left side screwing up for so long. Now all of a sudden you want to be on the right side. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, and so Derrick Jaxn's following, I don't think his YouTube page, and the women have left. I don't think they've left. If he were to go on Instagram right now, he'd still have about 300,000 sisters listening. When all y'all need to do is relate to a relationship, just go outside and be nice and meet a man. You ain't got to pay no $300 unless you're paying for your private gigolo. I get that. But y'all paying somebody for some lip service? You kidding me, right? Ladies, you don't need him. And again, you got these, what's called ace metaphors. These Tony Gaskins, these Steve Harveys, these, who else is out there? A lot of them just little dudes that's trying to get their weight up. So they'll say something You see them little lames, little beta male simps all day long, trying to get their come up by shitting on fellow black men to curry favor and currency from black women. And sisters, y'all stop setting yourself up to be made an ass of like that. It's so repetitive that it's stupid. Anybody can get y'all money. All you gotta do is talk shit about black men and to validate your poor choices. Well, it wasn't your fault, sister. He lied to you. Yeah, you laid down on your own. Yeah, you opened your legs on your own. But he ain't have to slide between your legs. He ain't have to do that. He could have put on a condom when you ain't tell him to put one on. He should have known to put one on. You said that stupid shit. And then y'all like, you right. I'm a victim. He took advantage of me. Y'all stop it, please. Because this it doesn't help our group out. Whenever you throw up the statistics of black women are the most educated. Well, you might be educated in the classroom, but you're dumb as rocks socially. You're kind of lackadaisical sexually. Health-wise, you're just this. So get it together, sisters. Get back into your nature. Teach your daughters. Because a lot of you over 35, a lot of you are done for. But the up-and-coming young black girls who are listening to sick women like Cardi B and Megan the Stupid and City Tramps and Sukihana. No, your daughters are listening to these whores. Maybe y'all can jump in and save your daughters. Those who are interested in having a decent husband. A decent husband. While they're get your 16-year-old daughter and get away from those Jezebels and get away from those hoodlums and tell her sister, my daughter, you don't want to end up like your mama, bitter and overweight, or bitter and full of tattoos, or bitter but with a bunch of baby daddies, bitter with a bunch of weird ass hairstyles, mad at the world because of choices I made, beating up on black men because of the choice of black men that I liked. Because of the breed of black men, the section of black men that I like. Don't you do that. Teach them about their womanhood the real way, not the feminist way. And connect God and nature to their femininity. And I guarantee you, your daughters will come out a lot better. They'll appreciate you. They'll be pretty, they'll be clean, they'll be fit, they'll be cooperative. They'll be winning. Because I know y'all women. I know y'all get tired of working 15-hour day jobs all day, just working. And a lot of times in corporate America, or you're working a labor job in the factories, or you're working in environmental services in the hospitals and office buildings. I know y'all get tired of working 12 to 13 hours, especially if you got kids. I know you get tired of that. But then you wonder how you got a lot of Hispanic women, Asian women, and white women while you at work battling the world, battling other men and other strong-ass women for a position in this world. Those other women are at home nurturing their children, or at the spa, or at the gym doing those work hours. There's a lot of those women probably work, but they don't work the bulk of the hours like the average African-American woman in America. Y'all work harder, longer than you should as women. And that's where your femininity is going. You should be somewhere peaceful, at peace, calm and relaxed. The man should be out there fighting in that jungle, fighting all that stress, earning that money, bringing it home. So the heaviest thing that those women in middle class and women in other groups, the heaviest thing that they battle, the heaviest weight that they pick up is a plate, knife, spoon, and fork, a pot and a pan, a broom and a mop. Those are the heaviest things they pick up. Meaning, because they know they're smart enough to let their man go out there and do all that real emotional and physical heavy lifting. Well, all they gotta do is lift a pot, a pan, a mop, and a broom. Y'all gonna get it together one day. Hold on one second. Y'all gonna understand and get it together one day. You're gonna realize as a collective, why are we doing this? It's a lot of dudes who really want to be with us, But we've allowed these white feminists of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s to keep us single and out here working hard. And see, when everybody knows, every group knows your protection comes from your husband. A lot of you sisters are yelling, we need protection because you're out here by yourself. Those who want a man. Now, I know a lot of you are lesbian, and, because you went too far with this whole strong woman stuff. So you forgot naturally you still gonna want some comforting and protection and warmth, and you want some masculine loving. And since you ran off all the men by becoming a man, now you're just a bunch of little lesbians. And then y'all falling out in there too. Y'all breaking up each other's property and scratching up each other's faces and tearing up each other's credit. I'm telling you, y'all should have stayed in a heterosexual relationship. Those who decide after the failed fourth guy that you chose, I'm not gonna mess with women. That's weird. But anyway, Danae Jackson is not a victim. To go look at her interview, she participated in a lot of that foolishness. She was sitting there, she said, she and her husband sat down. He had her to watch the video when Kobe Bryant, I guess, cheated on his wife with the white girl in that Colorado hotel, and watched how Vanessa had, I think that's the example that she used. He had her to watch that video so she'll know how to purport herself in that famous video where he was saying, using himself in third person. Yeah, Derrick Jackson cheated, there was infidelity, physically, sexually, She said he had her to watch that interview so she can know how to purport herself. And I didn't hear the part where she was supposed to wear that damn bonnet, but but definitely there's something not right about all that. And she just spilled the beans on everything. So don't we feel slow again, making her like she's some kind of victim, and she's not. And just like in most of these relationships, these women are complicit. Then when the good time is over, they try to find them another hype, find them another platform where they can earn some money off of the relationship. That has to stop. And throwing the men under the bus. That has to stop. But anyway, I just want to share that with y'all. It's your man Rico. Rico the Opinionist, y'all know. I try to have these thoughts flowing, and I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. White Beater Challenge is still going on. Y'all bits with your boy. I want to invite you all who's listening to this video to join me in those pushes, crunch-ups, days in the gym, and let's watch our eating, let's get healthy. Especially if you're like in my age group, in your 50s or in your 40s, let's get it together. Y'all be cool. I will talk to y'all later. See y'all in the next video. Peace.